Hello. I've come here today to tell you a story because I've been told it's very entertaining. So, when I was in high school, I worked at a certain restaurant I should not name for legal reasons. So, anyways, I was a manager. Unfortunately, I should not have stayed that long, but it's fine. And my experience with this McDonald's, I can get more into it in other videos if anyone cares, or maybe just for my own recollection later. But anyways, the general manager was just terrible. She literally tried to blackmail me out of going to college so that she would give me a raise that she already owed me and had owed me for months. So there's that. So she should not have messed with me because this was literally, I was about to put in my 2 weeks so that I could go to college. So I show up to my shift on a Sunday, and usually it's not too busy on Sundays, but I was short-staffed. I was missing like 3 people that were supposed to be on the schedule. One of them I knew had quit. One of them I think he had like a family emergency, and the other one I just didn't know. So I called her, and she picked up, and I was like, hey, I really need you to come in right now. And she said, I don't think that's a good idea. The general manager doesn't want me to work right now. And I was just like, I need you in anyways. She can't just drop you from the schedule day of because she wants to. I still need you here. And so she got a ride, got to the store. She hadn't been clocked in for 10 minutes when the general manager calls me and starts screaming at me, doesn't let me get a single word in about how this girl can't be working, about how she needs to be sent home right now. She needs to go home. She can't be there. And I was like, okay, is there any way I can find a replacement for her before I send her home? And the general manager said, absolutely not. Sorry if the frame just moved. But anyways, yeah, she says no, absolutely not. You may not find a replacement. And so I said, okay, hung up the phone with her, was sitting in the office in the back, and was just like, screw this general manager. I'm gonna find a replacement. So I start calling around. I finally find someone who says that he can come to the shop and work. And so I hang up with him. I literally stand up from the office chair to go tell this girl, you can go home now. And before I can even make it through the doorway of the office, I get another call from the general manager. I of course take it, and she is even more furious now. And everyone around me obviously knew who I was talking to, all the people that I had on shift. They knew who this phone call was with. But she wouldn't even let me get a breath in. She was just like, you need to send her home. You need to send her home right now. You need to send her home. She can't be working. You need to send her home, or I'm going to come there and send both of you home. And you're not going to like it if I have to do that. If I have to come there and send both of you home, you're going to get a week suspension and you'll never work for McDonald's again. And when she said that line, and you'll never work for McDonald's again, my response was, fine, I don't care. And she hung up the phone on me. I looked around to everyone I was with and I said, well, I just got fired. Walked into the back, grabbed my stuff, clocked out, and left. Not my proudest moment, but also that place was terrible. I could tell stories on stories of how awful McDonald's was for me. And not every store is the same, I should say that. Not every single franchise is the same, not every location is the same. This was just the general management of this particular store I worked at this particular time. From what I know, this management isn't there anymore, but here's what I do know. So I tried to get a hold of HR because I was told by a lot of people that that interaction that I had with my general manager is absolutely not okay. And so I tried to get a hold of HR for the specific franchise owner-operators I was working under, because if you don't know about McDonald's, it's not like one company owns McDonald's. It's like there's a lot of people that own a bunch of stores. They all have the same menus, but they're not all owned by the same people. So the people that owned the store I was working at owned like 33 other stores. And so they're one of the bigger owner-operators, at least in this state. And so I tried to get a hold of their HR. Everything got swept under the table over and over again. I kept being told, like, I told them the whole story and they were like, oh my goodness, that's so terrible, like I'm gonna leave a note for the HR person, but they work from home, so they're not in. And never got a call back. I called them multiple times, and then I tried getting a hold of the supervisor, because the supervisor had changed a couple of times since I had left. And I tried to tell him what was going on. And after the whole conversation, he goes, okay, so hold on. Let me get this straight. You don't work at this store anymore, correct? And I said, yes. And he said, then why do you care? And that's the end of the story. Hope you enjoyed. I dealt with a lot more BS at that store than I should have. Let this be a lesson, okay? Stand up for yourself. Yes, there is a certain amount of compromise you have to make for every job, but don't let them walk all over you, because I did that for the whole year and a half I was working there, and look where it got me, emotionally damaged. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Better than mine. Bye.